And then when they need a place to crash, when they need some money, when they need a shoulder to cry on because, you know, God forbid, they're victims now all of a sudden, right? Because maybe someone called them out. Maybe someone called them out, right? Maybe someone filed charges against them and they're in deep shit. And now they crawl back to you for help, and you see them for the weak, cowardly pieces of shit they really are. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to PsychopathEXposure.
Nah, silly.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to PsychopathEXposure. My name is Kira. I wanted to read a comment that came in from Kiss Kitten. Is that her name? Kiss Kitten? Yeah, or Kiss Kitty. I don't know. Something. Anyway, they say, why oh why do they continue to breadcrumb you every few months? Like, just when you're starting to heal a little, boom, there comes the text breadcrumbing you. Then ghosted again for another few months. How can someone be so freaking cruel? Thanks for sending that in. Hey, that's the question of the ages. That is the question of the ages. When you're dealing with narcissists and psychopaths, remember, you are just an object to them, something that they can use to play, to pass the time, to distract themselves with, to get validation. We are now in the age where attention is currency, okay? And these narcissists love attention. So you may have been discarded, or maybe you were talking to a narcissist online, and all of a sudden they stop talking to you, or whatever, and then they get bored. And one night they get bored and they start going through all the old texts, and they're like, oh, I miss when I would get attention from this person. I miss when I could get under this person's skin. Let me just text them and see what's up. Remember, they're also texting other people doing the same thing. Don't think that when the narcissist breadcrumbs you with a text after months and months of not hearing from them, do not think that you're special. Do not think that they have nothing going on in their life and that their attention is 1000% on you. I promise you, they're texting other guys, other girls, and they just happen to dispatch that text with, to you, and you just so happen to respond right away, because let's face it, you probably have been waiting for that text for months, haven't you? You probably have been holding your breath. I don't know how you're still alive, but you've been holding your breath. You should be a scuba diver, a professional scuba diver, let me tell you. For how long you guys can hold your breath, waiting for that breadcrumb narcissist text to come months later. And it finally comes and you reply right away, and you get your hopes up. Your body gets flooded with serotonin and all sorts of feel-good chemicals, and you think that, hey, yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna fuck again, and we're gonna make this work. And then just like that, sometimes they don't even respond. They send you they dispatch that one breadcrumb text, you respond to them, and they're already talking to the new supply, or they're doing their own shit, and they don't even want to respond to you, or they don't even like what you said. Maybe what you said wasn't what they wanted. Remember, these narcissists are fishing for attention. So they didn't like what you said, and now you don't get a response back. And now the waiting game again. Time to hold your breath, right? Time to go get that scuba diving license out. That license that you got. That license that you're proud of, right? And you have it fucking Manila shrink wrapped. Fuck, I don't remember what the terminology for that is. But anyway, you get that license, and if you don't have it, go get it now. And you hold your breath again. And God, this joke bombed so bad. But you hold your breath again. The time starts going by. It's like the trauma bond just recycled itself. The whole thing just reset. You finally heard from them. You think you have the power because they finally reached out to you. And then they did it to you again. They ghosted you again. If I was in a situation like that, like, I wouldn't even respond to when they finally text me. I would just make them text me like 6 more times. Like, you think I'm gonna respond to the first one? That's not gonna happen. If they're a narcissist, like a full-blown psychopath, they're not getting a response from me ever. Like that, whatever phone number that came from, that's an automatic block. Okay, because you have to go no contact with these psychos if you want to live another day. If you need help going no contact, I have an ebook that I wrote a long time ago. Man, time flies, doesn't it? But I have an ebook that you can download for free. I always have the link in the description below. I just don't mention it much. But it's an ebook that's going to show you exactly how to go no contact with your psychopath narcissist, especially after you've been discarded or after the narcissistic relationship has come to an end. You'd be shocked at how you have to go about doing this. It's not, trust me, it's not what you think. There's a lot more detail that goes into it. So feel free to download that straight into your phone or your computer so you can learn how to stay no contact with your narcissist or psychopath. But yeah, when you get breadcrumb like that, like, just do not give the narcissist what they're looking for. Can you guys make a commitment right now? Please make a commitment to stop eating McDonald's and to stop giving the narcissist what they want. Okay, stop giving the narcissist what they want, because what you're doing is enabling a predator to get away with murder. That's what you're doing. You are enabling the predator. Now you're telling the predator, oh, so this is what it takes. So I have the green light to ghost you for months, and then whenever I decide to text you some breadcrumby shit, you're going to respond right away and spread your legs for me. Like, that's what you're telling the predator. That's what you're telling the predator. And if the roles are reversed, I can make a dirtier analogy here. But I won't. I'm going to keep you guessing. Okay? Don't give them what they want. Don't teach the narcissist how to abuse you better. Because that's what you're doing. You're teaching the narcissist that, hey, I can get away with treating you however I want after lying, cheating, manipulating, abusing, gaslighting, discarding you, throwing you to shit, cheating on you with low-hanging fruit, and then months later I can just text you, hey, because that's what they like to just send a hey, you know, how are you? Something stupid like that. How about starting with an apology, a deep, sincere, heartfelt apology that you didn't use ChatGPT to generate? How about starting with that, and maybe, just maybe, it might get read. Okay? Maybe, just maybe, it might get read. Because remember, if they're texting you from their phone number, that number should be blocked. So that means it's not going to be read. It's not going to be read. So they need to try harder. Okay? Can you make a commitment to that? Because it's just not cool for these narcissists to be able to do the damage that they do and to be rewarded with whatever they want. It's like they can commit a crime and then they get a slap on the wrist when they're supposed to be rotting in jail for the crime that they committed. That's kind of how that is. Don't you feel bad that you're being breadcrumbed? Like the whole term breadcrumb, you know what a breadcrumb is, right? Or cookie crumbs, like the ones I used to leave on my table when I used to binge on cookies like a dumbass. They're just crumbs. Crumbs of attention. Is that the love that you're seeking? Is that the love that you deserve? Is that even love? Do you deserve that? I mean, is your self-worth so low? And yes, I know for a lot of people it is. And that's why you got to do the work to rebuild yourself, to rebuild that self-esteem, to rebuild that self-worth, because the narcissist destroyed it. The narcissist did that to you. That's what narcissists do. They put you on a pedestal, they love bomb you, they make you feel so amazing, and then they pull the stool from right under your feet and you come plummeting down, and then they tell you it was your fault that you fell. And then they kick you when you're down, and then they tell you, well, I don't want to be with you anymore because you're a dumbass that falls off of stools and breaks their leg, and who the hell wants to be with a cripple that can't walk? And you're sitting there like, what? Did you just say that? Like, you motherfucker, what? Yeah, And then the worst part is you actually believe them. You're like, yeah, you're right. And you start judging yourself. Man, this is why I hate narcissists. If you know what you're dealing with, how can you not have disdain for these disordered motherfuckers? And I know that there are psychopathic apologists out there. I know the mothers of psychopaths and sociopaths are the biggest apologists on the planet. They're the type that bail them out of jail when they've committed atrocious acts of crime and murder and rape and all sorts of shit, and the mothers are there bailing them out because the mothers are all fucked up too. This is how these monsters continue to spread their disease all over the planet. How can you not have disdain for these creatures? I don't care what they went through. I'm not in the business of rehabilitating a psychopath. Okay? That's not what I do. I don't think that can even be done, to be honest with you. And if there is a success story, it's probably very, very small. You got to put yourself first in the situation because the narcissist always puts you last. How are you going to rebuild your self-worth and your self-esteem if you keep putting yourself last and you keep putting the narcissist first? You haven't heard from them in months for a reason. And now they're going to breadcrumb you with some shit and then they're going to abandon you again? Are you going to keep standing for that? Hoping that maybe next time when you get a breadcrumb, maybe they'll stick around a little longer and they'll sprinkle some sugar on top of those breadcrumbs for you. Is that what you're waiting for? Because I can assure you the narcissist is not even thinking twice about you. They're not even thinking twice about the fact that they didn't respond and they ghosted you again. That's all you think about. The narcissist is not thinking about, haha, I ghosted them. Let's count the days that I have ghosted them. You know how you count the days of no contact because it's empowering? The narcissist is not sitting there counting the days that they have ghosted you. They're distracted with the new shiny object. They're distracted with the new supply. They're distracted with their next master plan of manipulation, infiltration, destruction. And then when they need a place to crash, when they need some money, when they need a shoulder to cry on because, you know, God forbid, they're victims now all of a sudden, right? Because maybe someone called them out. Maybe someone called them out, right? Maybe someone filed charges against them and they're in deep shit. And now they crawl back to you for help and you see them for the weak, cowardly pieces of shit that they really are. And yet, they still manage to screw you one more time and turn their backs on you and abandon you, and then you feel like, wow, I can't believe they did it to me again. Don't do it to yourself, guys. There is another way out. If you need help, please click the link below to my coaching program so that you can get information on that. I would love to help you guys get out of this nightmare. Life is too short. The shit that we're seeing in today's world is unbelievable. The things that are going on, the type of toxicity in modern society. You do not want to stay in that situation. It's a dark, dark place. It's a scary, the mind is a scary place to live in. I can help you guys get out of that brain fog, get out of that trap, how to stop the rumination, how to rebuild your self-esteem, your self-worth, how to create an exit strategy to get out of the relationship if you're still entangled in it. But best of all is how to reach new levels, right? How to soar with the eagles instead of scratching with the turkeys and the lowlives. So click below. Do not hesitate to reach out, please. And again, if this is the first time in the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and like the video. If you got something out of this, at least click that like button to support the channel. Okay? If you have any questions, if you need help with anything, if you're entangled with the situation right now, if you're being breadcrumbed right now by a narcissist and you don't realize that you're just allowing this to happen at this point, because at this point you're allowing it to happen. Like the like the commenter said, it's like they ghost you and then they breadcrumb and ghost you again. That's not someone who's in a relationship with this person. Because when you're in a relationship, you don't get ghosted for months. You might get ghosted for a day or two for a weekend, but not for months. So clearly that's not a relationship. That's a toxic entanglement that either has no closure. You're never going to get closure from a narcissist, but either no closure was given, or it's an illusion. Okay? There's a lot of people that get, they're in this illusion, this bubble, and they're in love with this narcissist. They haven't even met them in real life yet, and they're on a dating app, and they're going back and forth, and whatever, and they're just stuck. Okay? You have to unstick yourself. I was going to say unstuck yourself, which sounds cooler, but I think that's wrong. Maybe unstick yourself is wrong too. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below how I managed to fuck up my own grammar, and I will see you guys in the next video. My name is Kira. This is Psychopath Exposure. We'll talk to you later. Peace.